analog horror, like what's the draw of it? It's not like, static image and all of a sudden a face comes up. There's more to it than that, isn't there? Must be.
Yeah, I'd say with analog horror, it's more like it's a slow process. It's like stuff that's creepy, not necessarily scary. And you don't need much to pull it off, really, compared to different genres of filmmaking. Because obviously, when using a hybrid, like I'm noticing with horror films, they're shifting to using like anamorphic and stuff, and it's really killing something of horror where it was traditionally shot in 16:9, aspect ratio, where
Mm.
it fills the screen and it's kind of creepy. And like the Grudge, like when I'm watching the original Grudge, I'm like, oh, it's shot for like TV, it's creepy. Whereas now everything's going like anamorphic. I'm like, that is just so like it's getting rid of something on the filmmaking side of horror, which is lacking. The new Evil Dead has it, the new Paranormal Activity has it, and I was watching all these different horror ones going through a list. It's like all anamorphic, and whereas analog, if there's a but not that's not to say that analog doesn't exist. There's still analog horror out there. You've probably seen that one. Is it Sure Room or something? The one with the door, kids get trapped in it. It's really slow, and it's these doors keep appearing. It's really really slow. What was called? But yeah, but the other ones is obviously the back rooms. You've got like the Five Nights at Freddy's like fan films. They like steal the aesthetic of it. And I was expecting to see some more of that, but they obviously use it a little bit in the Five Nights at Freddy's film. I feel like you're gonna see a wave of like this kind of genre of like horror film, which is more aesthetic based than I say narrative, because it's probably just going to be a plain old horror film, which is like Smile, which is a bit similar to The Ring. It's just like a plain old film, but in a new package kind of thing.
Inject a little bit of nostalgia in there as well. Everyone's nostalgic for 30 years ago.
This is what's going to be in it. This is our nostalgia, the
Mm.
analog era. You might see, to be fair, it might be a good thing. You might see a pop, like a boom in like um maybe like physical media again. Hopefully, like I was thinking, why don't
Oh
they just
yeah.
sell like DVDs but like on USBs, so you can access it like a
Ooh.
DVD file, but it's just on USBs. Like that'd make more sense. And you don't, you could have it as like a DVD, so you have to have the marketing material because everyone likes sometimes physical media like that. But like, there's no excuse to not have, plug that in. If you can bring down the price, you could have something like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's like special features as well. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
something that's uh, on the
Dying.
decline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless they upload it to their official YouTube or whatever, which I mean, yeah, fair enough. Like ease of access, not knocking that, but yeah, a lot of physical media releases is just a bit bare bones, a bit like yeah, you have the film. That's strictly speaking what you pay for, but
Well, I've heard
anything else?
Paramount's stopped it now, haven't they? Or is it not Paramount? It's another company. I know they're stopping doing physical media. I know Netflix has just stopped their giving out of the DVDs as well, and that was a while back. But it seems like yeah, they're just trying
Mm,
to. You see, they got an incentive to do that though, because if they have a
true,
monopoly on the
yeah.
market, and you don't, and no one has like the means to be able to do it, it's basically just cutting out independent filmmakers, and basically they're the only means in which you can get um content. So yeah, just a little problem when you've got monopolization of streaming services and stuff.